Wrestlingus Show. Yeah, we back, boy. Wrestlingus Show. Fuck those we ignore. Wrestlingus Show. Too hard for the meat. Wrestlingus Show. On the air every week.
It's the Wrestlingus Show, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're going to give you the rundown of what happened. WrestleMania effing weekend, baby. It's bonus show time. I'm Cav Manning. I'm along with Mr. Fausty Walnuts.
Yes, sir.
You can find all of our nonsense patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. This is where you want to get in. It's early in the month. You get multiple shows. We give you bonus shows. You get all completely full shows for wrestling. At the very least, there is 2 a week, and that's AEW and WWE. We did Hall of Fame that is exclusively, it's SmackDown plus Hall of Fame. That show was an hour. I was shocked.
Yeah, it was supposed to be short, but then we like to talk.
Yeah, true life.
Well, there was a lot happened on the Hall of Fame. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of it was Hall of Fame more than SmackDown for sure. A lot of nonsense from us, if you know our show. You know us. And so we did that. That is only on there. We didn't even put a little bit out on the Freebirds site, but this will have just a tad on Freebirds because there's a lot, Faust, to talk about here. So we're going to have to go over some things, starting with the pre-show. I even have notes from pre-show, Faust. It's just on, and I start seeing things that are aggravating me or I'm annoyed by, and I'm like, I gotta write down something.
I put it on, but I wasn't really paying attention because I didn't think there was going to be any matches. So
I'm
I just
shocked you didn't
had
think.
It on as background noise.
How could you not think there was going to be matches? They always have a match.
I don't know because they didn't really announce it. So
yeah, I guess they would say on the pre-show, right?
It.
I expected the women's 4-way to be that, and then I expected, I think the New Day one, which I thought we were going to get on the pre-show the next day.
I thought they were going to do it the next day, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. So, boy, oh boy, I'm looking at this chick that's one of the interviewers now, and I don't know who she is. Dark-haired girl, good-looking girl. And she's with fans. And at first, it's always
I'm like, wait, there's a brunette?
There is a brunette.
I only know the 2 blondes.
And she's standing there, and it's one of those where you're on, but they don't go, hey, you're on. And she's standing there with a group. They're all just standing there. And she's standing, and then they go away again. Oh, now we'll go back with her, and they go back. And it's so funny because then they're told, and in 3, 2, 1, I want you all to go cheering. Now they come back, and the crowd's insane. Before they were like this. And I'm like, everyone just standing there. So then it was like, hey, go crazy. Wow, we're here. I always think of Big Show. I go, woo, WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was the best.
Woohoo!
WWE in New York.
Yes. And so they're there, and there's a black kid there. He's, I don't know, 10, 13, 10, I'm probably around 10, 12, something like this. And he's got the kid's universal plastic belt. He
picked it up at Walmart.
He holding that thing. They fucking march.
Yeah.
They march around. And she says to him, either she says, are you the universal champion? Or she asks him, what are you? And he says, I'm the universal champion, which is weird in the first, because then he's like, I'm universal champion. And he's standing there where they go, fuck, okay. And then here's the I like turtles shit with this fucking kid.
Nice.
And I like the Tin Man. This is with this kid. They go, you came all the way to Dallas from California. Who'd you come here to see? Faust, who'd you come here to see?
Ronda Rousey.
Motherfucker.
I only know because I saw you tweeting all pissed off.
It is ridiculous.
I didn't see this, but that's hilarious.
I'm here to see Ronda. No, and here's the quotes I have for you, Faust. Who did you come to see? Ronda. No fault, nothing. It's your. You got your foot on their chest, pull teeth. Why do you love her so much? Because she won the Royal Rumble. I hear you have. I hear you have a mean stunner. Do you want to show us? He hands his belt over, and then he just grabs his dad. He goes wham like this real quick, and then they all fucking jump around. And I'm like, oh, I want to fucking smash my television set. I go, So I'm like, I hate the fans, Faust. I hate these weirdos, the fucking
Listen,
weirdos.
we got to get more kids, right? That's the problem. They don't have enough kids watching.
Later,
what you're gonna get.
Later outside, again, you see these people, and they said, "Who are you here to see?" And one says Rhonda, another one says Ray, and then the next guy says Rhonda.
Wow.
No fucking man should say, I have come to WrestleMania to see Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
You watch wrestling, and this is what she's been there for a year and a couple months in her whole life.
Right. Well, she's only been back for 3 months.
Yeah, so a year and 3 months she has worked in wrestling. And this is who I'm not here to see
Roman,
Austin. No.
Not Brock.
None
Austin.
of them. None of them.
Not Pat McAfee. Come on.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yes. By this, Faust, I've decided, because he said, what's your reason that you love her so much? She won the Rumble. So, Faust, I would like to declare, I am now a Braves fan. I am now the Rams fan.
Because they won.
They won. And I'm a Bucks fan. Why, Faust, would I be a fan of them? Because they won it. They won. I only like who wins. Fuck off. These fucking slobs.
Like Mike Singletary. I want winners.
I want winners only. Jake Paul, this asshole, the brother, he's yelling at the crowd and answering questions. This is a horrible idea. Do not put people who are not in this world that have to, they're not even trying to follow bullshit script where, listen, you got to understand this is not real and you need to behave accordingly. He's yelling at the fans, and walking around with his stupid big chain, his Gumby gold he has here, and he's annoying as piss. And I get that. I don't even think he's acting, Faust. I just think they're annoying people. I really do, especially him. Yeah. He's the biggest douche of all of them.
And that's pretty much how they got their fame, right? From
yes.
being douchebags on YouTube.
Faust, we're douchebags. I don't have any money.
They can box a little bit.
They can box a little bit. She can't wrestle, but you should see her box. Thank you.
And they ran their mouth enough where they got people wanting to see them get their asses kicked.
Yeah, like pinchy fucking Conor McGregor begging now to be in wrestling. How come I'm not there? How come I'm not there? Nobody wants you. Yeah, nobody wants you. Go break your legs. Now we have a Mark family. They're standing outside. Every one of them with belts. The father wearing one and holding one. Setting a bad example for the entire everybody in the family with that fucking. I go, you gotta walk around, Faust. Talk about I gotta carry shit with me. You carrying belts. I can't even imagine wearing a belt to a show. I can't.
I remember
how embarrassed I would be.
I remember when I was younger, I used to hear somebody on the radio. I can't remember who it was, but they said, if you're over 40 years old, you should not be going to sporting events wearing a jersey. That's like a kid's thing. And I'm like,
that's nonsense.
Nah, maybe. I don't know. A jersey's different.
Jersey is 100 times different.
A belt is a way.
I'm wearing it too. And, I'm like, yeah, you can wear a belt, but it's not something that's like, it's not a shirt. It's not a shirt.
It's something you have to carry around, and it's annoying.
I think a lot of it is, look at me, I have a belt. It's 100% look at me, touch me, I have a belt.
Yeah, the funniest, though, is when you see like a 28-year-old man and he's got like a toy women's belt over his shoulder.
That's checkmate. A woman's belt plus the fucking Target one. Yeah, not even the.
It's like,
and they're gay guys.
If you're gonna carry it, at least be a replica, like $300 one. That should be the rule.
Yeah, I'm like even embarrassed the ones that are they're expensive still, but they're plastic. Those are, you're like, and that's what I always said, like, when I buy one, it's like, you got to have leather, man. It's got to bend. You pick it up, and it's like a horn hanging off. I go, you got to flop down. Got to flop. Now they're back to that same dark-haired girl with a different group. And there's a girl dressed like Rhea Ripley. But she's young, so she don't have tits falling out. But she looks like Vito's son, is what she does. Right.
She looks like a Puerto Rican whore.
And they said, oh, you like Rhea Ripley. And she says, which I could appreciate. She says, I like her because she encourages me to be me, and now I could, be myself. God bless you.
Okay. Yeah.
God bless you. You don't have to be afraid to be a freak.
Right.
I go, this is what is it being encouraged for you to look like a fucking Puerto Rican whore.
Let your freak flag fly.
Oh, I've been encouraged to look like myself. What, like a fucking hua?
Hey.
Thank you. So now they go, oh, can you do the Rhea stomp for us?
No.
And Faust, I'm a man of mimic. I can mimic a lot of this nonsense. Like the guys who do the baseball bat bullshit and they have the same.
Yeah.
You watch something, that's how like I've learned how to even do sports. I've mimicked things. Oh, Tiger does something this way. You try. That's how you kind of learn. And I said, oh, okay. You gotta do the whole, you wave up and then stomp with the hand up and the big foot down like Spice Adams, the big foot high, and then stomp.
Yeah.
She gets ready. She rub her hands together fast. She told everybody, clear the way. There's a little girl next.
No.
I go, here we go. Faust, it looked like there was a spider on the floor. She fucking stomped the ground. She just I don't even think her hands went up. She stomped the ground and everyone went, wah, yeah.
Oh man.
And they go, ooh.
So her foot got about 6 inches off the ground.
Oh
you'd
man,
say?
I thought she was walking away.
She's smashing a soda can, take it to recycle.
That's as bad as it was. She was crushing cans. Oh God. All right. New Day interview. I enjoyed this because
I think this is when I turned it on. I still wasn't really listening.
Yeah.
I think Maria Menudo was there, right?
Yeah.
It's like her one time she shows up and says, "Hey, pay me."
And Xavier with his afro.
Yeah.
And 60s clothes and everything like that.
Yeah.
He called the group Butch, Botch, and Bitch, which is the greatest thing.
That's great.
I'm like, they shit on old fucking Holland with the botching, so it's like, oh man.
Good ball busting.
Yeah. And then he says, if Butch gets involved, he will be done. And puts his hand to a chin like, I said, this is the greatest double entendre ever. I'm like, oh, that's fucking great. He will be done. So
that is good.
Yeah, it was really good. And then they said, fuck you, a match.
We got time.
We got you. WrestleMania starts, Faust. Officially. It is Boogs and Shinsuke dressed up to promote Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Wow.
Peach and lemon together or whatever. So I'm like,
because we saw
what?
Was it their speakers next to Boogs or there was some crates? What was that on the side on the set?
Yeah. And it had all that Mike shit. And then I saw their outfits were both that color thing. So I go, oh man. I go, what is this? They're promoting.
Extra payday, I guess.
And I was like, are they the group? Okay, we got sponsored by Toyota. What's next?
Yeah, they got their truck. They got the mics.
Yeah, perfect.
See, now they got
drinking and driving. Perfect mix.
Put the cases of mics in the back of that truck. Go camping. Good to go. It's a good weekend.
So, is 3M going to be next for medical supplies, Faust?
Oh.
So they're facing the Usos, and this is a pretty quick match because I don't know if Boogs blew that guy, but his knee is blown out.
Yeah,
not ACL.
Reports, yeah.
Patella tendon and torn quad.
Either way, it's not good.
And so when you see it, it's that collapsed leg. It just bends
he's
together.
carrying both guys. Yeah. And you figure, well, they just did a storyline a few weeks ago where he pretended his knee was blown out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And then he pulled off the brace. It was like, just kidding.
So he goes down and he doesn't make a fuss.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's bullshit right off the bat. Okay, this is how they lost. He got hurt and, they lost. And then it's, no. He really, and I was like, he grabbed it, but he didn't go, fuck, I am fucked. Like Nash, you knew I never saw anybody hurt that bad.
When he took those 2 steps and he went down.
And he grabbed that leg and screamed, God! Like, wow. Yeah, 1 step forward and collapsed. So they get the real pin real quick. The Usos do, and they just end this. And you see Boogs being carried, like front ways carried out, not even leg down, which is interesting. Like, they don't do that. Maybe it's also because that was a narrow pathway. I don't know if you're doing this side to side with somebody.
Right.
So it's
There's a
long
rumor
ways.
they were supposed to win. And
Really?
They changed it. I don't know. That's rumor and innuendo, pal.
I'll find out. I might know somebody who might have an insight on that. Now
I think this is when Meltzer tweeted out that Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn would be wrestling next.
That's the greatest. It's just so great, Faust, that it's one thing, like the guy just trips over his dick left and right, and it's like, and people still put him in the high regard. It's like,
because that's all he was tweeting about was this match is next, and then he results, and I'm like, why?
I guess it's for people who aren't watching. Which,
but why tell people what's next so they can tune in if they want to tune in? And then it's funny because after that he tweets something like so and so is next, and people just quote tweet his old one. This you, you know,
oh,
quote
that's
tweet
great.
is
When
the
he's
wrong one.
Yeah, this you.
Or are you sure?
God, what a thankless, absolute thankless job.
Oh, I know.
Billy gets the one thing wrong, one thing, and it was because there was a problem, which we will get to. And it's right away, you bastard. We're like, always, Billy, you cannot win. You cannot. I'm expecting the Billy show this week for me to go, hi, Billy, and then just sit back. Because it's just going to be him
he already pulled the
telling
clip.
everybody. Oh, he sent it to me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He sent it on your group?
Yeah, because he knows you don't check it, so that's why he probably sent it directly.
Yeah, and you know what? I accidentally clicked on that damn group text. I had it was over 700 and something. And I click. I go, God damn! I ruined my streak here. But right back to it. But yeah, he sent me the clip, and I just want to write back. I'm in that clip. I know.
You don't have to tell me.
I was there.
There's another thing I sent to him that Sap posted, and he can verify this. It goes into the next match, which I believe is the next match, right?
Oh,
Corbin
Happy and Drew.
And Drew. Sap posted that Drew was supposed to have some big elaborate entrance, but Drew put the kibosh on it, saying it wasn't necessary for his match. It wasn't. So I put it in the chat to see if Billy would comment on it, but
he hasn't said anything. Okay.
Find out.
So I write down my first note is, oh, good, time to go take a shit.
Nice. I wish I had to take one.
I wish I did, Faust. It was just for theatrical purposes. Who cares? Basically, like we ever thought anything else, and if Corbin won it, who cares anyway too?
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing was they said is Drew kicked out of End of Days because no one else
has no one really ever done that.
I can't think of anybody.
I mean, nowadays, would you remember?
No,
I would not remember ever. Now it's funny because what's his name goes to get in the ring after the Andrew the Giant Battle Royal winner.
Yeah, that's right.
Andrew the Giant. How bizarre is that? So he goes to get in the ring, and you see him talking to Drew like saying now or something, right? To do it. And Drew cuts the ropes in half with the sword. How do they do this magic, Faust, that they do? How do they do it?
Yeah, sliced it clean.
You think that's just purely he has a sharp sword and he cut the ropes?
I don't know how else. I mean, it's got to be gimmicked in that spot. Then I wonder if you go back and watch that.
Oh, do they hit the ropes ever?
If they even touch those ropes.
But there was a match before this.
True.
I mean, Christ.
Unless they changed the ropes between matches.
Oh, my God. No. Can you imagine if they did that? I could find some. But, yeah, it'd make me go back and watch this horrible match. I got to go notice if they hit the ropes.
Me, or it seemed like they added a sound, like a boom, when he, like,
they completely explosion when he hit. I go, why would you do that?
At least they timed it, right?
They did. They didn't screw that up. Okay.
Maybe it was the same sound they used when Bianca whipped Becky that time.
Oh, God. All right, so we get Drew winning. Great. It's funny because these notes are like it's never like what happened in the match, other than there'll be one note.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
whatever.
it's a bunch of, yeah, of course, because that's not our show.
Yeah, these are two matches that if they weren't on Mania, who cares?
Oh, God. And I'll tell you, when Mania starts, Mysterio's versus Logan and Miz.
So apparently this Pokemon card
First
that he's
note.
got around his neck, apparently it's worth like $3 million.
Fucking, you should be ashamed if you could buy a $3 million Pokemon card when there's people starving in China.
And I don't.
There's children in Africa dying.
Apparently, this
with
is a
flies.
real one because he did get. Was it him or his brother? What I think it was him that got duped
got
and
fleeced.
bought like $1 million worth of stuff, and it turned out to be all fake Pokemon cards.
Oh, I mean, he's into Pokemon, I guess, huh?
I guess. Yeah.
It's a one of
never got
one.
into
They've
that.
made
That was-
one card.
I guess. And then he had it framed, and it's all encrusted
What
around
do you
the
do
frame
with
and
that?
everything.
I'm putting it on my one, staring at this.
Just to say you have it. I guess.
Oh
I don't know.
God. All right. Bad guys win with the most illegal tag you've ever seen in the history of the world.
Yeah. I mean,
Miz is on the floor and he tags.
yeah, Paul's like
Logan.
in the middle of the ropes, like ready for the 619 position, whatever you want to call that, right?
Assume
And
the
then he
position.
tags him.
And he tags him and runs away. He's not even standing on the apron. Where's your
Nope.
hold the thing? And he doesn't tag him
Never mind
over the
holding
rope.
the tag rope. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Well,
Like I've seen worse, or I mean shit that's just as bad. Cornette always yells about tags. Like I remember there was an AEW match and it was the Lucha Brothers, and both guys were in the corner. One guy wasn't even outside the ring and he tagged the other guy.
Oh,
And
that's
he,
great.
Switch spots. It's like
Fuck
there's no
it.
rules. I will say Logan Paul was better than I thought he'd be,
Yeah,
and
he's
he
fine.
did get a lot of good heat by doing the Eddie Guerrero stuff. Like
Oh,
he did
yeah.
the Three Amigos, and the crowd just like, boo! And he did the frog splash. People were fucking pissed.
I enjoyed
That's
that
good.
Dominic wore his father's ring gear out to the ring. It's the first thing
He's
I
got
thought
the haircut.
was it was Eddie's outfit. I was like, oh,
He's
shit.
got it. He's got Eddie's haircut with the shaved side and
The
get
mullet.
long on the back.
Then Miz turns on Logan right afterwards. So
Why?
no sense. Yeah, I'm glad you said it because I wrote no sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, unless I hope they're both on Raw, because I'm like, okay, now I actually can look forward to Raw tonight. Something better go down with a lot of stuff.
Right.
And he kisses. And I was like, well, this should have been like, you would think, like I said, it would have been the knockout after the match where Miz is a dick and Logan's the, good guy leaving like that. But okay. But I guess they chose not to do that, Faust. Okay. Stephanie comes out to announce Gable Steveson. Why?
All right.
Okay. We'll get to this more later where I'm like, all right, here we go with this. Okay. Becky's new dude looks good, Faust, and she comes out first, though.
I thought that was David Bowie. I wasn't sure. Is that her?
What was his name? Starman or some shit, too. He was another.
Stardust?
He was Stardust. Who was he?
And Ziggy something or
Ziggy
other? I don't know.
Stardust.
There you
go. Thank you, Faust. Ziggy Stardust. I was like, yeah, I think he was actually Stardust.
So yeah, she just came out of SUV. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Okay. And then the Grambling Band comes out.
And I saw people.
I mean,
Corey
tubas.
Graves goes, "What the hell is this?" And I see people online. Oh, Corey Graves is racist. He doesn't understand this.
My
But
God.
he said it before they all came out. When he said it was just like 3 people like came out, and then it was before
Nonetheless,
the whole
you would. Who cares? He's a bad guy. Going, what is this nonsense? You go like this.
Southern
Oh,
Texas.
black culture. I apologize. I cannot.
Yeah, just because it's a
Fuck
historically black college / university.
I thought it was Texas State University because it's the same letters.
TSU. Yeah,
It's Southern. Fuck.
yeah, it was Texas Southern.
Texas Southern. Shouldn't it be Southern Texas? Don't even see.
Nah,
It's
I
a
don't
college
know.
and they don't even know how to do it. They're wrong.
Whatever. That was a cool entrance. Whatever.
Stop, Faust. We barely have any black people who listen. It's okay, Faust. You don't have to pander to him. I think even Suit said, "What the fuck is on my television?"
I'm sure Suit enjoyed it.
Suit goes, "My school, Grambling." Now they would do it right.
No, yeah, they would have had more theatrics and they would have kicked their ass.
Where's
and
Jackson State University? That needs to come out. Deion Sanders come out.
They didn't make no movie drumline about Texas Southern.
Texas Southern. I go, oh, fuck. Here we go. Okay.
So the tights that Bianca was wearing.
Well, I said Michael Jackson came out first.
Bianca, no, Big E tweeted out something from like 2 years ago where I guess it's a fan or something says, here's my gear, my fan-made gear for Bianca.
Really?
Like just something he made up, and Bianca,
Had it
as
made.
you well know, makes her own gear. So she made.
Oh yeah, she does. She
gear.
sits there with the sewing machine. This goes back to the phrase, Faust. My seamstress has a cock.
And then it's weird because on her trunks it says Becky's, and then it has the kiss. So it's like Becky's lips, Becky's kiss. Why does it say that on Bianca's house?
Faust, it's beef curtains. Obviously.
That's what it is. The other lips.
I was looking at that too, and I was like,
Becky the
I
barber.
just kept missing. I go, is there another part to that? With what is
I
it
know. It's like,
supposed to
does
be?
it continue on the front?
However, it was toward the back though. No, here it is. Becky, kiss my ass.
Oh, I guess
Faust,
that's it then.
it's got to be it. We solved the mystery, Faust. We solved the mystery. Much like we do math on this show, we've solved this. Becky should have come out second. I guess
She demanded.
But this was my thought, Faust. Should have came out second, and that car should have just ran through the whole band. Oh, fucking all bounce off the stage.
They have to go running,
Like that,
diving off the stage,
like that at a parade where that guy was it Thanksgiving? He flew through the parade with the car.
Yeah.
I hate a parade. Right through them all. Near fall to start the match, and I actually jumped.
That was good.
I was.
That was
Oh,
good. It was a good callback.
It got me. Because it was like a back forth, then boom. And I wrote down on here, Mania has officially started.
Yeah,
This match, and I go,
actually a good match that you're interested in, and
yeah, there was
back
a
and
story, and it was blood match, one of those blood feuds that I like.
you had Becky going for the Molly go round, but she actually kicked Sasha right in the face.
Sasha, she came in.
Or
Oh my
Sasha,
God,
sorry.
Faust, they don't all look alike. Okay.
Bianca. Her heel.
One
right
has
to her
one
face.
has a BCH titties more than the other one. Faust.
That's true.
Oh fuck! If you
One's a
look at
little
it
bit
though,
more sloppy.
one you feel like you're at IHOP. The other, Sasha, it's so great. He just didn't change one black chick for the other. Oh yeah, she does. She nails her fucking, and I guess that's where the eye swollen is now, right?
Yeah.
Because her eye is all puffed out and huge. So, okay, that's because I was wondering. I wonder if we go back to see where she got clocked in the eye. That's it. Because she's
They showed
completely.
the replay, and it was like her heel went.
Yeah. And,
the
but
face.
she doesn't go like, fuck. They never, no one ever plays it. I guess your adrenaline, you're moving, you just go like,
Professional.
bang. Professionalism is. That's it.
And then there was a manhandle slam on the steps that didn't look like it could feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about that was like the refs counting, and it's like 8, 9, and then all of a sudden she just gets up and sprints in one of those.
There's been a couple, I think Cena's done that, where it is like they are laying on their back at 9 and they go bang and they go, I wrote Bianca wins. Fuck. I wasn't happy with this. I didn't want this. I go, so Becky got her ass handed to her on Monday with a haircut. It's still fucking long. And then I'm like, please cut this fucking hair after the match. Do something after the match.
Because now
it's got to be tonight.
Becky's got her haircut. She's lost her precious.
Faust, it's got to be tonight. It has to be. And if she cuts her hair, the next week Bianca comes out and punts her baby.
Oh.
Snitsky style.
Where's Snitsky?
Thank you. It's not my fault they punted your child. All right. Commercials. There's constant commercials all the time.
Yeah.
With this show.
Well, we're getting the filler. Other people are on the regular cock are getting like real commercials for like actual products where we're just getting WWE ads.
Yeah, which I go, what is the fucking difference, really? You're annoyed either way.
It's still time filler.
Yeah. Seth versus mystery opponent, Faust. Sadly, this is Cody.
Sadly. I know you were not looking forward to it. I thought they did it fucking great. They made him look like
fine.
They made him look like a big deal.
Yeah, but we know he's not. Faust, you put shrubbery in my plate, okay? I know I didn't get you fill a Lay's bag with air and tell me it's a full bag, you son of a bitch.
It is full bag. It's in there to protect the chips so they don't get
is that what they tell you?
Crumb. That's what it's there for.
Oh my God.
Fresh.
Shit.
But I was shocked they used the same music, the same entrance where he came up, the same logo, the same American Nightmare.
You can't get away from that logo, Faust.
He's on his neck. Got to keep it there.
Oh, it would have been good if they have they start with that Stardust music and then have it just scratch off and then pop with just to fuck with people, just to break balls.
Do you remember the last time he was in a WrestleMania match?
I'm thinking it's the 2-on-1. Oh no, it had to be when he was Stardust. Obviously, he said that.
Yeah, and where was it at? In Dallas.
Dallas too. Wow, that was the one we were at and killing ourselves.
The ladder match for the IC title. Do you remember who won that match?
A ladder match for the IC. No, I wouldn't even have a clue. I couldn't tell you one other person. Right or what? Oh, and that was the push off the thing. Okay.
Then lose it the next night to Miz.
Yeah, it's great. I can't believe they even let him win that time. I was so pissed. I'm like, I remember I was like, fuck. Not this asshole.
Cody does do the cartwheel. He does a cartwheel and he's like, like,
yep, there you go.
Like,
a little taste.
Away.
A little taste.
The last time we're referencing this. For now.
A backwards Falcon arrow is what Seth does off top rope, which is good. It was a great match. There's no doubt about that. I don't
Welcome back to the big leagues, bitch.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. Multiple crossroads, bionic elbow, another crossroads, and he wins the match. My only problem is that when you know it's coming, and so I can understand it now when they go, we have this much put into the entrance. I'm not changing it. I don't care if everybody knows it. You're fucked then. You know, it's like it wasn't. He was just coming out. If that was the case, then you go, yeah, well, then maybe we can do it for fucking Monday. But the place blew up like it was somebody coming.
It was a little more than I was expecting. Because like I said, if you're an AEW fan, then obviously you know he was like a top guy there. Yeah. But if you're somebody who just remembers Cody Rhodes from 5 years ago, then you're like,
Did you see the people burning their shirts, AEW fans?
Oh, God, really?
Fuck. You bastard. I'm like, what? You know what, Fausto? Why? This was me with WCW Day. I wanted to kill somebody when they fucking left. So I get that it is young shit. That's all it is young shit. Because nowadays I'm like, good, there's two places I can watch something and hope one is good. You know, that's all. So
I wonder by letting Cody come back and keeping all his shit, if it like sets a precedence to say like,
you can come.
Hey, MJF, if you want to come over.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I'm sure they would have to tell him before he signed. I'm sure he would have all these, do I get this? Can they do that? There was no way he is coming over for nothing. I was listening to that end of the Conan show where he's being interviewed. You hear that this last week where it was over and it was the bonus? It was like hidden Easter egg.
No, I didn't hear
man, you're doing the whole, I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not staying unless it's like the richest contract ever.
Ariel Helwani interview?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to listen to that, but I haven't heard it. That's the one that Khan got all pissed off because it wasn't approved.
He don't care, man. He gave a shit. He goes, he's not going to do anything about it because I make his money.
Like, Jesus. He goes, you know, me and Bruce, we go back and I can't say, you know, that there's been talk. I just know there's interest. That's all I can say.
That's funny. Oh my God, he's got to wait till that long. I'm like, maybe his star gets killed by then, though. I mean, I can't imagine though. Tony would be like, I gotta destroy you though, so you're shit when you go there. The only way you're destroying him is not to have him on TV, which I don't even think that works because then you're hungry to see him when he finally comes. You go, wow, we haven't been seen in a year.
They let Cody be on TV until even after his contract was already up and he was still there.
Oof. His tattoo looks even fucking bigger now. We thought
I think it was
he got
just, like,
bigger. He colored or something.
I looked at old pictures. I'm like, no, it still was big and stupid. It just looks like he touched up the color to make it pop.
Why would he do that? It's fucking crazy.
Why wouldn't that be like on your arm or something?
Yes.
Like that on your neck?
And it's like going into your face almost. I'm like,
You can't even
God damn it.
cover that with a collared shirt.
No.
It's there.
He wears a suit. It is hanging out of the suit when he's wearing it. It's bad.
And it's not like he has tattoos all over the place. He's got the dream one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's like Faust, it's like when you said you were going to get a tattoo and you went, I'm going to get a sleeve. And I go, you're getting a sleeve for a first tattoo. Okay. But
I didn't say it would be all at once. I said eventually it'd be a sleeve.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has none now, so don't worry about it. He don't want to ruin that great. He doesn't want to ruin his great physique. I don't think.
Exactly.
Hall of Fame stuff. It's funny. They put all the Hall of Fame people out and they go, get your shit and get the fuck out of my dugout because now the Undertaker come out, he get the whole stage.
Get this piece of shit out of my ring.
They all get the fuck out. And then it's Taker waving to everybody for a while. Okay, great. Ronda versus Charlotte. The biggest deal in this, Faust, is the multiple nip slips, which we are the king of catching them at least. The bending of the back backwards, and so we tweeted this out and got tons of people, of course, jumping on it with a titty. And you see Charles Robinson having to go out there, go put that sloppy tit back in your fucking top.
Little Nature's like, hey,
he goes, I want nothing to do with it. Put it in.
Was this gear measured before when you had your old implants?
Where's your pasties? God damn it!
These are smaller now.
Andrade goes, hey, everybody see your titty. Yes, save some for me, Charlotte. Save some for me.
Save some for me, Ash.
Save some for me, Ash. Save some for me. See. Okay, and there's about the figure four about to be put on. She gets kicked into Charles Robinson, who gets knocked out. And then, of course, there's a pin, but there is nobody there for the pin. Right. And then as soon as you see that, you go, well, she's losing. And then it's a reversed pin.
Natural selection, and
there you go. And she
whatever.
loses.
This match is
It really was.
I was surprised they put both women's title matches on the same night.
Yeah, that is surprising. And I was like, curse you, Joe Cronin, curse you. Because he said he picked Charlotte. And I was like, I hope this isn't right. I hope it's not. Even Billy was surprised. He was like, really? He had it the other way. He think no two belts change, but flip it. It's like, ugh. The KO show, Faust. Here is your main event of WrestleMania, and it is a talk show.
Because the New Day match got cut. It was supposed to be right here before this. This was supposed to be your cool down.
The popcorn.
Something ran long.
Now, I giggled because I go, yeah, when I go out to talk to somebody, I usually put on my braces.
Full wrestling gear.
And my wrist tape and the knee pads, unless you're Cena, who walk around like this normal. Yeah. Everybody with your boots, everybody ready to go. Yes. Okay. So they sit down and they talk, and it's funny because they both come out with all the gear and all that stuff. Owen says, I challenge you to a no-holds-barred match. Faust, why wouldn't this just be announced ahead of time? I get that the talking part. Here's my, how about this for a thought, is how about 3 Mondays ago, you have special guest Austin on your KO show on Raw, and this challenge is then put out there for Mania. You think it would have sold a couple more tickets?
Probably.
Yep. Knowing they're having a match, imagine that.
I wonder if, like, Austin, since he hasn't wrestled in so long, like, he was nervous about, like,
I guarantee he was nervous
promoting a match, and so it was like, let's just say it's this, and then we'll over deliver. That
was the other thing that Billy was wrong about that was never mentioned. Remember, I kept yelling, I want to see Stone Cold topless. God damn it! I need my Stone Cold in trunks.
I was waiting for him to take that shirt off. Oh yeah, because he said he was gonna be gassed to the gills.
Yeah,
he's not under the
wellness
policy.
He wasn't even. He was normal. He wasn't a fat guy or anything. But
no,
I'm like,
he's just slim.
There's no trunks. There's none of that, so he had his shirt on, all that shit. Match is accepted. Let's see. Austin. Now, here's the problem. Let me explain to you. Austin is stomping a mud hole in slowly.
It starts really, really slow.
Now,
and I was like, oh no.
well, here's my issue. These moron fans, these absolute douchebag dickhead fans who say what every damn chance they have. He does this slowly for them to say what? And they go 1, 2, you fucking dipshits. You absolute morons.
Yeah, it's been 19 years.
They yell what every fuck? It's been 19 years. They yell what still? The chants, the crowd chants, you still got it. As he has punched, stomped, and clotheslined.
Yes.
You still got it, Faust. You still got it.
He's got it.
Austin is drinking
I
beers.
cracked open a beer. I'm like, no wonder I can't find this, this new beer yet in the stores.
Because he drank it all?
I shipped it all to Dallas. Yeah.
He's got to have a buzz, Faust. He's got to have a buzz in this match.
Even if he's taking a couple sips out of each beer because of
you're getting some. You're getting at least a mouthful. Much like Charlotte's match, you're getting a mouthful. Faust.
Hey now.
He's winded out of his fucking mind too. But he does this and he wins the whole thing. So he drinks beers like crazy. He does the stunner and
I mean, yeah, there was they battle all over the arena. Then I like how Owens tried to get away on the ATV and he couldn't start it. So Stone Cold came behind him.
That was
and
pretty
rode
good.
it up the ramp.
Yeah, I laughed because I said it played very well where Owens is like, how the fuck do you start this fucking thing?
Yeah.
And I was like the same way because my mind always goes to the working of everything. And I'm like,
yeah.
And before I know that he's not driving it away, I go, I wonder if he had to have said, all right, now, first off, where the fuck is the start button on this thing so I know how to turn this on? Don't just go, okay, now take it and go. I'd be like,
yeah,
fuck, I need to know how to take this and go. So that's that. And that is the end of your night 1. Austin's brother gets in the ring and gets some beer and gets thrown a beer and drops it.
A lot of beer. A lot of beer was drunk.
A lot of beer was drunk, and so was he, I'm sure.
And then Byron came in. So this was a callback to, was that 316 day in the empty arena during the pandemic?
Oh, yeah.
When Austin was there.
Jesus.
And they had Byron in the ring.
God.
And kicked Byron in the dick.
It's a black guy who was hanging out. What do you expect? It is interesting. I'm like, I almost wanted to go back to watch, and it's very painful. Go back and watch the 20 WrestleMania with no crowd and no noise and not like they didn't have anything piped, nothing. So where it's just
that's rough.
I'm like, I should fucking see this fucking mess again.
Yeah. And then I was interested to see if Austin would actually take any bumps in this match, but he took a suplex on the outside. And so
of all places.
He took some shit.
Yeah, I bet he was pretty sore. Next.
I mean, that's a little different, but still.
Yeah. Okay. So, night 2. This is Cav Manning from the Lingus Mafia podcast and host of the Wrestlingus Show. Why would you listen to the same old run-of-the-mill wrestling review show? Instead, listen to the Wrestlingus Show. We bust balls and say what you're thinking. Black shows up and spooges in Julia's face. I don't know why she's freaked out. You know this is old hat.
And that was a light one compared to what she's probably used.
Yeah. We dove deep into Aaliyah's debut. She pukes all over her tits.
Like she spit up a bowl of soup or something. Tomato soup.
What should Dewdrop's flying crossbody be called? Beware of the hog splash. Go to patreon.com/LingusMafia and sign up for as little as $5. To find out where to listen to some of these shows for free, go to Twitter @LingusMafia.